good here? I think we're live. Oh, look at that.
Oh, hello.
Well, welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm BJ. Welcome back to your weekly booze news and reviews.
We got quite the show today.
Welcome.
I don't know if we need to get this in frame, how ridiculous
Welcome
this bottle
back
looks.
to something totally new. I'm really excited about this find. I'm pumped.
Yeah. So, ooh, I don't know. The mic's looking a little low. Is there a way to turn up the master in general? Like, we're only coming in at like 1 and 2. We were coming in at 3 and 4 the other day.
Oh,
can you turn everything up at once? Is there like a master?
There is a master. You want me to turn it up to 11?
I wouldn't bust eardrums out in the audience. But
would you like me to turn it up to 11?
Tiny bubbles.
Hello? Tiny bubbles.
Yeah, just give us a
little. Why are we not coming in? Just a moment.
Maybe you need to put on the headset there.
Check 1 2.
Figure-ish out.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. Maybe just YouTube has changed the way they ooh, but you don't want all that stuff around the knobs. There you go. Okay, well, I mean, we're coming through. I don't know what you can do. It might be YouTube just changed the way that they
check 1 2.
Yeah, they might have just
check 1 2. There we go. That might be better. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, we're peaking a little bit more on 2. It's just we were at 3 and 4 out of like the 6 little indicators. And I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? Whatever.
That might be a little better, huh?
Test. It looks better. Yes, that's better. That's good. Leave it there.
There you go.
Leave it there.
We'll
Leave it there. I think we're good. Okay.
Well, now that we've screwed around with our
all right.
levels.
You're like, what are they? I'm trying to watch this review, and these horses' asses are playing with their sound. They should be ready.
Oh,
that's the price you have to pay for watching free reviews on our dime of whiskey that you want to buy.
You want to do the intro one more time? Let's do the intro one more time. That way I can do a little cut. 3, 2.
And welcome to Barrel Buddies. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm BJ. Welcome back to your weekly booze news and reviews.
Okay.
Time for take 2s for our
well said.
This is going to be real exciting. I'm pumped about our pick this week. Sorry if we've not been going on a week-to-week basis, Jimmy, and I've been getting some bad feedback about this.
Wow.
I've been getting personal calls at home about this. Can you believe this?
Oh,
our viewers have found my number and they're reaching out to me at home. They're going, "What's up with no show last week? Is everyone okay?"
Listen, going back to it's a free show on our time. Oh, wait, we cut that comment. Never mind. I won't continue that comment.
No, in reality, I'm sorry for those of you that look forward to joining us week over week, and nobody's really given us a hard time. Really, it's out of pure concern. The calls were, and it was out of pure concern.
Understood. Okay.
So yeah, we haven't been able to go week to week like we have been.
Yes.
This is show 201.
Show 201. We had a wonderful show
milestone.
2 weeks ago with the OG, Mr. Zach, joined us. And it was great to have some of the incredible wild turkey. We had
Keep?
We had the Master's Keep.
Delightful show.
Then we had what was that other one? The Lucky whatever.
We broke out the Lucky 7.
Lucky 7. And then I actually have been, believe it or not, I can't find it, on the hunt for that Dickel 15. And I can't find it.
I don't believe that. That is amazing. Not that you can't find it, but that you've been on the hunt for it.
I know. Because I wanted to really compare it to some of the older whiskeys that we have. And I think it's just a good bottle to have around as a comparison bottle.
You think having a bottle of Dickel 15 is a good bottle to have around?
I will stick to what I said when we originally viewed Dickel. I don't mind Dickel at all. I think that it's a consistent. I know you have like a little aggro like you do against Knob Creek. But, I'm
not going to call it aggro. I do have an opinion.
Okay.
And that opinion is generally negative when it comes to Dickel product, albeit except for one, and they don't make it anymore. And that is Dickel Tabasco. So viewers, listeners, those of you fans, if you want to call yourself that, I hope you do.
Yeah.
If you can get your hands on a bottle of Dickel Tabasco, if there's a
Don't.
dusty
Do
bottle
not do it.
and you
I
want
don't
to
know
send
why.
it your way, our way, I mean, would you please reach out and I will give you an address to ship that lovely bottle. I like
It's
Dickel
cringy.
Tabasco. It is cringy delicious.
It is not.
It
no.
is. It is
Okay.
cringy delicious. Dickel Tabasco.
Here's what I could see somebody doing with it. I think it would work really well in a Bloody Mary.
We talked about this.
Yes, and
but
I think
like
that's
it on its own.
Oof.
I like it
don't
on
know.
its own.
That's tough.
I want to finish up and just say, for
Yes.
those of you that expect a show week over week over week, we apologize. We haven't been able to
Yes, we
deliver.
apologize dearly to our beloved fans.
We're going to do our best to get back on that
To
week
our-
over week over week horse.
Yes.
You know, this is our side hustle. This is our side thing.
Right.
We'd love to make it a full-time thing. If you'd like to help us make it a full-time thing, listen, we're shooting for 20,000 followers by the end of the year. So if you would click that thumbs up, that's
all
follow,
it takes.
that
That's all it
subscribe,
takes. That's all it takes, friends.
we'd really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so much. That's my request. On to the review. Jimmy, what did you find? You found something that is going to lead us off on an amazing adventure tonight.
I found something
for tonight's show.
very ridiculous.
Show
I
201.
would like to say shout out to Drew. Welcome to the show, Drew.
Hey, Drew.
I don't know that anybody's found that 2-year-old GTS yet. That's an inside joke. But it may or may not be making the rounds in Vegas. BJ, I have a lot to catch you up on.
Apparently.
About some
I can't
some
wait.
light whiskey. Anyway,
Can't wait.
Instead of horses, you should be chasing pandas.
What?
So what we have here today is I just happened to peruse my local establishment where I typically buy liquor at. Shout out to our friends at Lee's.
The Lee's
And they had one. They were doing, it was their delivery day. This was last Thursday. So they were doing delivery day. They had boxes all over the store. I went there probably around like 5 o'clock, right around like 5:15. And they were unpacking like all the truck just must have left the shop.
boxes everywhere.
Boxes everywhere. And they have a kind of a cabinet where they put a glass cabinet where they put all the quote unquote fancy whiskey. And I literally see him take this bottle. It was in a box with a bunch of random stuff. It didn't even, there was only one. And he puts it on the shelf. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, like he didn't know either. He's like, Dancing Bear 10-year. And I'm like, Dancing Bear? What is this? I go, that's an amazing stopper on there, though. You may have to Vanna that stopper.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to Vanna this whole bottle.
So anyway,
Keep telling the story.
He's like, I got one in. Ooh, careful, you kind of hung up there.
Keep going.
He's like, I got one in, and it was $99. And I said, you know what? I'll take it. Or it might have been 89 or 99, whatever. It was right around $100. And so I'm like, just for the gag factor alone, it's 10-year sourced whiskey. I don't know who the manufacturer. Oh, look, that looks so ridiculous. Let me cover my face. There we go. Pull it out just a little bit. It'll get into focus. There we go. It's perfect. So there you go. That is the one, the one and only 10-year straight bourbon whiskey. Apparently, they make a 4-year, a 6-year, an 8-year, and a 10-year. Over the past couple of months, it's been dropping around the United States. It is all sourced. Every version is sourced from a different distillery. There are rumblings that the younger year ones, one of them is New Riff.
Okay.
Another one, I forgot what the other two are. And word on the street is that this is sourced from Heaven Hill.
I mean,
interesting, right? Like
Crestwood, Kentucky.
I don't know. So there you have it. So we have and I have not seen this anywhere else in town, mind you. Like I went to a few others. This is just kind of my normal routine where I was driving around a few shops around the neighborhood. Didn't see it anywhere else. Did not see it anywhere else. And was like, you know what? let's roll the dice. We're in Vegas.
Listen, we're going to post a lot of great pictures of this bottle on our
It's
on our
a cool
Instagram page. So check it out at the Barrel Buds, and then probably on our X account, Barrel Buds.
In the community, I'll post some pictures.
We'll post some pictures.
Yeah.
This is first of all an incredible bottle.
It really is a heavy
it's
duty,
beefy,
fire hydrant looking bottle.
a killer stopper. We're going to get into this brass copper stop.
It's very like Frey Ranch meets Whistle Pig type bottle.
Meets Buffalo Trace.
Meets
Yes, it's got a commemorative coin in it, and there's so many
Smoke Wag meets Smoke Wagon.
There's so many fun things going on this bottle. The coin, well aged and ready to perform, the barrel keeps rolling and rolling, dancing Panda bourbon.
Okay.
And then the label is a ticket. It's designed to look like a ticket. It says admit one.
Oh, to
Dancing Panda.
Admit one to the party. The shit show.
To the shit show. Present the ticket upon entry for the Dancing Panda whiskey. Gate 100 proof. Section 50%. Seat 750.
All right.
Dancing Panda age 10 years.
It's a 10-year, 100 proof, 50% Heaven Hill sourced bourbon. I'm very, very curious. Tell me you're getting a little bit of the nose.
What a great stopper.
This is beefy.
Wow.
This, not the nose, but the... Ooh. Oh, and it's even a nice faux cork. So shout out to Conservation out there and going the rubber stopper route. I think this is good. I like these. I know some people knock it.
Very interesting.
But I think these fake corks are sometimes the play, because I can't tell you how nerve-wracking it is sometimes with some of my older bottles that I have to like put them on their side overnight when I do like my spring, like my quarterly cleaning, where it's like, all right, dust off the bottles, tip them on their side, wake up, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, prop them up, clean the other side. Like having this is not going to really, this is going to last a lot longer than a normal cork and won't dry out as quick. I'll say that much. And it does the same thing. It's just keeping it like airtight.
Nothing magical on the nose, and it is bourbon.
It's like weird. It's like ginger.
I was gonna say there is. I get some minty notes.
Very minty. Very, very minty on the nose.
Big
very
minty
bright,
notes.
bright mint.
Makes me think there's some
a little bit of menthol, like
maybe
a little
some
bit
rye. It's like maybe a high rye mash bill here.
Yeah.
Woo! And just give it some air. Like really give
it
swirl some air into that. There's some spice. There's a lot of mint. There's a lot of earth in this.
Yeah. Whew. So
yeah, she's a bright one. Even some good citrus tones. I'm getting some big, like lemony, citrusy tones on the overtop.
Yeah, there sure is.
And for 50% ethanol, I mean, the ethanol is really reaching up to grab you.
So they do make Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill does make. They have a few different brands. So like, you think about that bottled and bond they do, which maybe this could be reminiscent of that, but that's a 7-year versus this is a 10-year.
And I don't like their bottled and bond.
McKenna, which I despise with a passion.
I like.
They do that Heaven Hill grain to glass rye.
Haven't had it.
And they also do a what is it? Pikesville straight rye.
I generally like Heaven Hill products, right? The Elijah Craig, the Evan Williams.
Evan Williams, Elijah Craig. I mean, they also make that in rye, but I think that's hot garbage.
Generally like Heaven Hill.
Uncle Punky, what is going on?
Uncle P?
Good evening, sir.
All right. Well, I kind of want to get into this. Like, very interesting. Just giving it a lot of air here. I'm really liking what the air is doing to this. I think hyper decanting this might be a good thing.
Oh. What was that? What are you doing over there? You okay?
I wasn't expecting
down the wrong pipe or something.
No, I just breathed it in too quickly.
Okay. I'm like, I didn't think it was that offensive.
No, not offensive, just a little bit. That 50% was a little stronger than I was expecting. I like this first sip. A lot of good things going on with this first sip. And I think that you mentioned it earlier, ginger.
Yeah. Or like
Candied ginger is a very good note, I think, for this.
Definitely. This is definitely, I almost want to say this is a rye. Or there's a lot of rye
in this.
Because I'm getting all those elements. I'm getting the mintiness, the menthol, the ginger, the candied ginger.
There's a lot of rye spice.
Yeah, like there is
got some high rye in the mash bill, I think. It's nice.
Yeah, let me see.
It is good.
If we can find any other info. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that second sip. Yeah.
All right, so they have a website which is freaking goofy.
Oh, it is goofy. Look, it's even
all got right, we're gonna share it out to our friends.
Yeah. There. Come along on this journey with us. Check out this website.
Come along on the journey of Dancing Panda here. Here we go. And they have some video. Let's watch the video and see how goofy this is.
Ooh, old school circus. Black and white.
No
it's all
sound.
Like weird 1910 footage of a panda just continually falling out of a tree. Weird.
This is so weird. And
that's it. Weird.
That's just like the end. That was it.
It's a panda in a cape at a circus falling out of a tree. Okay.
So yeah, here's the bottles. There's the 10-year. We were wrong. 75% corn, 15% rye, 10% malted barley. So let's do a little look up here.
Yeah, you want to do a little lucky look? 75% corn. That's a lot of corn. 15% rye, 10% malted barley.
Yeah.
That's a lot of corn. That's a lot of corn there, bud.
75-15. Yeah.
The high corn, though. That's not super surprising, given it's Heaven Hill.
No. Given Heaven Hill, that's what I pretty much expected.
You know, Heaven Hill also makes one of your favorites. Definitely one of my favorites.
Good old
mellow corn. The mellow corn.
Yeah, buddy.
100% corn whiskey.
So it looks like sorry, guys. I'm doing a little bit of research here to try to figure out what brand of Heaven Hill kind of has that mash bill.
And what are you finding?
So, well, I know I can tell you what it's not, if that helps.
I don't know that that's helpful.
Well, okay. So, no, but I think this does help. It's not Elijah Craig. It's not Evan Williams. It's not Henry McKenna. It is not Ezra Brooks, and it's not Yellowstone. It's not Bernheim. It's not Old Fitz. It is not Rittenhouse. It is not Pikesville. Then what could it be?
Yeah, it could be a big blend of like mellow corn, right? If you're sitting on,
do you think it's just corn, old? Like, how old is mellow corn?
A bunch of old mellow corn.
And like, are they just sitting on like old mellow corn?
And then a bunch of old.
And then they blend it.
Other blends, like maybe it is a bunch of blended, just Heaven Hill product.
But do you know what is? I think I found out what it is.
What is it?
The 75-15-12 mash bill is also the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Well, and this is 50%, right?
And that is
it's not
50%.
Bonded. It's not saying that it's bonded. It's not B&B. It is 50%.
Yeah.
So this,
but that's a 7-year. It could just be old Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
Could just be old B&B, or it could be B&B that's not technically B&B, right?
Or not bottled and bonded,
not actually bonded.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably my guess as well. So, sorry, Dad, I need to stop sharing. Well, I think that answers the question. A little bit of sleuthing, and I think we figured it out.
Here's the thing, though. I like this better than Heaven Hill B&B.
I do too. I don't like the 7-year Bottled and Bond, and I think that this is very different.
You think this is 10-year B&B,
Maybe that's all it needed.
right? 3 more years.
Maybe that's all it needed.
I like it. I think that it's here's the
A
thing.
monster
I think it's
pour
a
here. Jesus.
that's not a monster pour. That's an
Sorry,
appropriate
that
pour.
half a Glencairn. Get the party
It's
started.
An appropriate pour
For the barrel buddies.
for the barrel buddies. That's an appropriate pour. I like this. So some of the tasting notes that I'm grabbing, again, I think candied ginger really pops out.
Yeah.
And then the more I
definitely.
think that this lays in my mouth, right? I think it's got a medium to medium long finish. I think it really sits on the palate.
It does really linger.
It's really warm, you know. It's got a nice warm, spicy finish.
Very spicy. Like minty, mentholy, gingery.
Good clove action, you know.
Little bit of clove, like a hint of clove. It's not woody. It's not biff tannins at all. I love that actually, which was worrisome being 10-year.
Can I give you a weird baked fruit that I'm pulling out of this?
Sure.
And I pulled it on the nose too a little bit, but I'm getting some baked pineapple. You know, like a pineapple upside down cake. Like if I had to pull a baked fruit, like that's the fruity tones.
There is a fruity element to it,
right? Like candied pineapple, or like you know when you eat the cherries out of a fruit cocktail.
Yeah,
like that's kind of where I'm getting the pineapple upside down cake is like you get the candied pineapple, you get the cherries, those maraschino cherries that you bake into it with the brown sugar. It's got like that tinny fruit cocktail pineapple upside down cake back end. That's like the sugary flavor. I like it. It's not off-putting when I say tinny. That's usually,
but I just like, you know,
flavor, but I don't think it's off-putting.
Herbal rye.
Yeah,
maybe a tad bit of vanilla in there.
Yeah, I would get that.
Baking spice and clove, you were dead on, I think. Maybe a little bit less clove. But yeah, I think.
What
do you got there?
Oh my. What
do you
I'm going to try that one more time, but I think cutting it just opens up the sweetness of this.
Okay.
A lot. Ooh. I think adding just a smidge of water.
Oh, cut it a wee bit.
Is something that's really good for this. Yeah, we're gonna add a little cutting just for maybe if you're a new listener / watcher to the Bee Buds, is just adding a little bit of water, adding a little space to those alcohol, ethanol molecules.
I'll take a little water.
And letting the beverage open up just a little bit. It can do two things, right? A lot of times I don't like to cut because sometimes it brings out the acrid
it worries
bitterness.
me because I think you're going to get more mintiness now.
But I just did this to the end and it brought out a lot of sugary sweetness. So I'm going to do a little cut and test that hypothesis a little more. Oh no, that's very nice.
That is fantastic.
The cut plays.
The cut works.
The cut's nice.
Wow, the cut helps.
Brings it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
It takes it off that takes it off that 50%.
The oaks pull back, oakiness pulls back a bit. The spice tones down a little bit. Lot. And then I think you get a bit more sweetness on the back end that kind of lingers.
I don't think you should cube this. I don't think putting ice in this would help because I think ice would mute the wrong flavors, right?
Yeah.
But adding a little water is really nice. Leads me to believe this would be good in cocktails.
I agree.
I bet you this would be a very lovely cocktail.
I think this
mixer.
could be a fantastic old fashioned.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do a lot with this.
Negroni.
Yeah, I think this would be a really good Negroni
because of the rye spice.
Good sidecar.
Yeah.
Good Manhattan.
There you go. Now we're talking.
I think Negroni is I think that's an excellent pick. I would make a Negroni out of this. You know what else this would be really good in?
Shoot.
Eggnog.
Yes.
I think this would be a great holiday eggnog blender.
I hate to put 10-year juice.
Why
in
not?
an eggnog?
Listen, if you're gonna roll,
I know.
if you're gonna be about it,
Especially-
be about it.
You know, if we hold on to this bottle and it's only, a couple months away here, we can have Zach make a homemade batch of his eggnog. And then we can add
I'm not
this
mad
to
about
it.
that.
Not
I'm
at
not
all.
mad about that at
Oh
all.
boy. Because his eggnog is 10 out of 10.
Damn, that's good. That's very good. You want to get to a score?
I'm having a difficult time putting together a score.
Well,
Because I'm
that's why
very
we
like
have
kind of
a tiered scoring method
yes,
that
let's
helps
start.
us get there.
That's like I'm gonna let you start with the nose.
Great.
Nose taste value, as we all know, we have a 3-category rating system here on the Barrel Buddies. We do 0 out of 3, half points count, quarter points count if you know how to add. And that all comes out to 9. And you're like, well, why is it not how does it not 10? So we keep 1 point reserved for a blown away bonus. So a potential score of 10 per bottle that we review on the show. But sometimes you can have not be blown away. Like, I'm not blown away. I'm not giving this blown away bonus. Spoiler alert.
Really? You're not blown away by the bottle? The bottle could score.
Okay. The bottle
could score.
But the bottle is just kind of putting it in like a B- to a B+.
I don't know. The bottle has buoyancy. We're gonna find out.
Okay. All right. Well, start us off with the
Start
nose,
off with the nose.
please.
Listen, the nose is nothing special. The nose is, I think, where this is going to tank the score a little bit for me. So
Yeah.
it's going to start a little mild. So just
I agree.
stick with me. But the nose is nothing special. The nose is going to be a 1.5. It's not so bad. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's not terrible. But there's nothing really magical going on here. It smells like bourbon. It doesn't make me go, like, if I smelled this, I wouldn't go, oh man, that's the one I've got to pick. If you had it in a lineup, I wouldn't be like, oh wow, that's really intriguing.
Yeah.
Or, oh, that's the one I've got to pick. It would just be like, okay, cool. That's one. It's a face in the crowd, basically. So 1.5 for me.
I am absolutely going to echo your score and also give it a 1.5. 1.5. I just thought that, it's nothing that's to write home about. It's not drawing in my attention. When you first opened the bottle, I didn't get like a big whiff of some amazing flavors and scents.
Mhm.
And I would say typically I don't know that any Heaven Hill really blows me out of the water on the nose. And just thinking like
that's true.
I think it's just that's not their strong point. And there's nothing, it's nothing bad. Salute, Mr. Jimmy Jam, to the Barrel Buddies. Cheers. I'm not like blown away whatsoever, and I'm just kind of meh on the nose. So 1.5. Why don't you take us and start us off with taste?
Taste. Okay, this is where things I think really turn around for this bottle. Great taste. And I'm gonna score based on the cut. Because I think uncut, not really loving it. I think we've talked a lot about some of the great tasting notes here. I don't want to bore you with them, but again, I think this has got some great holiday notes. I think it is pretty indicative of, as we've said, the Heaven Hill B&B 7. Great rye, good spice, good candied ginger, some good fruit tone.
That cut really does help.
The cut helps so much.
The cut really,
and that's why I'm going to bring my taste score up to a 2.5.
Okay.
I think 2.5 out of 3 is a very good score.
Okay.
And I actually, with that cut, I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to pour again and again and again. I think it's a great versatile little pour here. So 2.5 out of 3.
Versatility, I think, is a key word there. You can do a lot with this. The cocktails, Negronis, Manhattans, old fashions. Oh my! Like, there's so many really good things that you can do with this, with that rye forward spice to it. That, wow, it really, like, I really like. I want to drink this straight up, but then I really want to put it into a cocktail.
I mean,
I'm torn.
This would hold up well with a lot of sugary things.
Absolutely.
This would hold up with a lot of acidic things.
Absolutely.
I mean, it would hold its own with a lot of different mixers.
Yeah, I almost wanted to like say, hey, Heaven Hill, if you're watching, I know you are, since our show is so wildly popular, that you should really think about a 10-year. Keep it like that Heaven Year Bottle and Bond product. Just let it sit for 3 more years. Make it a 10-year. If this is that, you could, and if you kept the price point at right around $100, it hits that mark on the $10 per year price point, as we always
Yeah, I
talk
agree.
about. It's tough to really find that nowadays. I can't tell you how much crap is out there that is source junk that is half the age statement of this and sells for like $150 to $300.
Yeah.
So you're getting a 10-year product for $100. If Heaven Hill just said, you know what, let's rebrand this bottled in bond, we'll make it 10-year, call it the 10-year bottled in bond, whatever you want to do. Maybe throw, do like a little E.H. Taylor, put it in a tube or something, whatever you guys want to do.
And
but
don't sell it to a competitor.
no, but don't dump this off on a competitor. I think you guys have a product that could sit behind every bar for a cocktail.
Based on this, absolutely.
And keep it in this. Like, who knows? Maybe Dancing Panda is just like a shell company for Heaven Hill.
Could be.
It would make sense that some of these distilleries would be like, that's making artisanal.
Let's get together and do this
whiskey
as a little
company.
test, just to like test some stuff and test the
Yeah,
market.
send a team off to create an LLC umbrella shell company. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna give it a 2. I think it's a solid 2 on the taste. I like it. But I really want to start making some cocktails with it, and I think that this has a ton of potential as a like behind the bar go to. I'm sick and flipping tired of bartenders. Oh, Rittenhouse rye. Can I get you a Rittenhouse rye? I'm like, no, I don't want a Rittenhouse freaking rye because it sucks. And it's just like the Fernet craze. Don't get me wrong. I adore Fernet. I love Fernet. But once bartenders get wind of some like, it's theirs and this is what we do and it's all about Rittenhouse, it drives me nuts that's been their go-to for like the mixer, the bourbon in a cocktail. It's like, guys, Rittenhouse is trash. Just like how before that it was mellow corn. And I know that's contentious, but I don't like mellow corn either.
Cut me deep. Do not cut me deep.
I know, but it's like, guys. And I guess here's the thing. For the mellow corn, for the gag factor of just drinking it fine, straight up, I don't think it goes in any cocktails, really, to be honest. This, however,
shows what you know.
Could be really, really good in cocktails. Get them away from Rittenhouse, same company here, and get them into this Dancing Panda.
So I've got remind me. I've got a challenge for us for next week.
Kick us off with the value here. What do you got here for value?
So you said $80.
It was like $89.99. So let's say
90.
This 89.99 or 100 or 99.99, but let's just say it's between 90 and 100. Say 90.
All right, 90,
95. Meet in the middle.
All right, it's a 10-year product.
It's a 10-year product.
And what is our rule on this show?
10 years per year of age.
$10, right?
This is age statement average.
All right, so that would be right in line with what we say is the general rule for age statement, right?
Yes.
$10 per year of age statement.
Yeah.
$100.
So it meets that criteria.
It meets the criteria.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, in that criteria, that puts it right where it should be. Would I pay $100 for this bottle? I don't know that I would. So that doesn't make it a 3 out of 3, right?
Yes.
Do I think it's a 2 out of 3? Yes, I do. It's not bad. I think this is a good juice. I think for a 10-year product, how many 10 years does the typical person have sitting on their shelf? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
And how many 10 years?
The average Joe's.
Right? And how many 10-year products do you have in your bar that are good?
That too. That's the key.
Right? We talked about this a couple shows ago. Not a couple weeks ago, but a couple shows ago. That older, especially in bourbon, does not equal better.
Correct.
There's a lot of bad 10-year. There's a lot of bad 8-year and 7-year. Right?
This is a lot of bad.
There's a lot of bad out there. So to have an age statement, especially even at 10, that is this good, I think that's good. And so I'm willing to say for a value, you're getting $100. You're getting a good 10-year. This is solid. I think you're going to mix it well. And I think throwing a little water in it and being able to sit back and sip this, do I think that's a value? Yeah. And you're getting a really cool talking piece to throw on your bar. That's not a horse.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to, you know what? Even that's enough to give me a very solid 2 out of 3. Am I blown away? Yeah. The bottle plays, and I'm going to give a half point on the blown away.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Right. So that's gonna bring my overall score to a 2.5, a 2.5, and a 1.5. That's a 5, 6.5.
Plus a half, so
Plus
7.
a half is a 7.
There you go.
Listen, for an unknown, for a completely unknown, no back end that we're pretty certain is Heaven Hill juice,
yes,
to get a 7 on this show, that's pretty respectable.
I agree. I would agree. I'm with you on the value. I don't regret spending the money on it just for the show and for to have it on the shelf. It's a really good bottle. The bottle kind of drew me in a little bit,
as it should. That's
you know,
good.
the kind of the goofy dancing panda thing sold me, and so I'm not giving it a 3. Also, but I think I'm with you on the 2. I'm going to give it a 2 for the value. It's good. It 7 years. I've heard 7 years is too much of an age. It depends.
Who
So
says this?
Jimmy Jam. So
all right.
Yeah, there's kind of a threshold, I think, and it sits right around 10. Wouldn't you say?
Let's get back to that.
Let's get back. Let me finish my score, and then we're going to jump into
that.
So I'm giving that a 2 on the value, and then a 2 on the taste, 1.5 on the nose. That puts me at 5.5. I'm going to give it a blown away bonus for the bottle alone. So I'm going to give it that full blown away bonus.
The bottle plays.
The bottle plays. It gives me a 65. I'm bumping that up to 7 just because I can. I want to give it a 7. I want to give it a 70. I think that's where it kind of deserves to be. Almost like a B- is where I would kind of rate that.
Okay.
C+, B-. I really wanted it to be a B-, but I don't know where else I could add points to the score and be okay with it.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it that a 70. What did you give it again?
That's where I put it.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna I think I have similar
100%
scores here. But yeah, back to the age statement thing. Like I think that there's a lot of factors, right? It depends on the type of whiskey. Is it a wheater? Is it super sweet? Like that mash bill could have a drastic impact.
Yeah.
On that age statement where
and how the barrel was kept.
Yeah, like the sweeter the juice in like the middle of like the Blanton's warehouse, like warehouse H, I think it is, right? It's super sweet distillate they're putting in there. That could probably last 10, 15 years and be okay. It could fight off that oak.
Sure. I was just going to say, I had this conversation over the weekend with a friend who was like, "Oh, what do you think about Whistle Pig?" And I was like, "I like Whistle Pig generally." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't like the 6." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm with you." And he goes, "But I love the 10." Same. I love Whistle Pig 10.
I love Whistle Pig 10
Some
as
of those
well.
10 years are really, really good. The 6s, I could take or leave.
Yeah.
Right? Not so good. Hit and miss. It's just the way it goes. But the 10s, great. And that's typically really sweet juice, to your point, right? It's so sweet that half the time we joke that it's Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, and Drew brings up another great example is Eagle Rare is 10-year. And that's like fantastic juice.
Delightful juice. But then there you go again. We're talking about a Buffalo Trace product, typically a much more sweet distillate.
Yep.
And I think that this is going to bring up a really interesting discussion point that maybe we got to dive deeper in. And Liz, if you've got an opinion on this, leave a comment below or shoot us something into the socials. We'd love to, hear your opinion on this. Do you think that sweeter juice ages better? And I would say that just off the top of my head,
I think it does.
Yeah, typically I think sweeter juice does tend to age a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, I think of Eagle Rare, and now they're doing Eagle Rare 12 and people are raving about it. They do Weller 12. That's another massive one.
Typically like Weller 12.
I do. The Blantons, some of their creep up in age statement, like there's a lot of stuff out there that is over 10 years old that, again, it's all, I think, dependent on what is going into that barrel.
Yeah.
And also where it's sitting in the warehouse.
Perfect example. I got to play the other side and tell
Four
you
Roses.
Things I don't like.
I don't like.
That's older.
What do you got?
I was just going to jump on the Russells. Some of the Russells Reserve. Some of the older Russells. Terrible. And definitely some of the older Knob. That's going to be shooting myself in the foot a little bit because
I know. No, I know you don't.
All the knob
you like the 12, right?
I like the older knobs.
Yeah.
But the older Russells, like the Russell's 15.
Another
Not a big
example
fan.
4, there's some amazing Elijah Craig barrel proofs
Oh, there
that
you
are in the
go.
10, 11,
Those
12,
11, those
13
11-year-old
years
private
are
barrels,
amazing.
insanely good.
Yeah.
Insanely good. Where I think the age actually brings some of those really sweet juices down.
Right.
Some
It
of the
helps.
sweet,
It helps.
and it
It
makes
helps.
it, yeah, it picks some of the backbone up. It
Yeah.
makes it even more drinkable. It makes it better. Calumet, I argue against. I think some of those older
Cigarette water.
Calumets, terrible. Terrible.
Some of those McKenna's terrible, and that's 10-year.
Hit and miss.
Terrible.
Hit and miss.
Some people lose their minds just because it was in that whiskey Bible that one year, and nobody cares. It's not good.
I like the McKenna's. I like them generally, but yes, they are hit and miss. They're not all good. They're not all good.
Wilderness and Whiskey, welcome to the show. He says 10 years. I currently have Eagle Rare, Tin Cup, Basil Hayden's, Russell's, and Jack.
Interesting on the Jack. I haven't.
I
had
love.
some of the
I know
older
that's
Jack.
another great example.
I haven't had any of the older Jacks.
The
So I can't
10
speak to it.
The 10-year, the 14-year, I think is fantastic.
Is it? I haven't had it.
It is so good.
But then again, Jack typically seen as a sweeter juice.
Exactly, and it can hold up. I think to the age you're at. Yeah, I think there's this correlation here with those sweeter wheaters, the sweeter, well, Tennessee whiskey, but it's the
It's a
sweeter
sweeter juice,
distillate
yeah.
that is going in the barrel that can withstand the oak punch and come out ahead at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's able to take on some of that
yeah.
oak spice.
To your point, I think some of the Russells vary wildly based on the warehouse because again,
Yeah.
it's wild turkey and they have warehouses all over like a freaking 500-acre estate that they put all these warehouses on.
Yeah.
So they could be anywhere, and who knows what fluctuations in temperature they've gone through.
Itchy.
Oh, careful there. But yeah, some of those Russells like vary wildly. I was going to mention Four Roses. So I think of some of the sweeter, some of the sweeter recipes. Like there's some that are like, I forgot what is it, like OESK, I think is baking spice. That in like the 10 and 11, 12 year.
OBSF?
Really good. I don't think that's the good one. I think that's the high rye.
Older, but still.
Stop. That was a bad joke that we talked about on the show like a couple of shows ago, right?
But it's a real thing.
It is. Anyway. Well, there you have it. So I think we fell on a pretty good score.
We absolutely did.
I
had one news story to bring up tonight.
Oh, yeah. What do you got?
Only because just came back from Tokyo in Japan.
Okay.
Mutual friend of ours is getting ready to go to Japan later this week.
Oh, yes. Very good.
So a lot of Japan travel. And then it was really interesting that the whiskeywash.com was just featured on the Google main page for news. Phil Dyer just put this out on August 16th, the best value Japanese whiskeys of 2025. And the reason this came out is because we've been talking about how whiskey's kind of in a glut.
Yes.
Prices are coming down. Nobody's buying. There's a lot of things that are leading towards the price drops in whiskey. And all whiskey across the board is being affected, including that of Japanese whiskey, which tends to run a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
And so there was just some interesting picks that were coming up that I wanted to point out. A lot of these we've done on the show, actually. You can go back and watch. And so some of these were really, really tough to find a couple of years ago that are now becoming really, really much more findable.
Okay.
And you can really grab them. One of them, really want to point out, Hibiki, Japanese Harmony.
Big fan on the show here. We love Hibiki.
How much were we finding this a couple years ago? How much were you paying for it? No, we were paying over $100 a bottle.
Oh, you mean before the pre-COVID prices?
No, even 2 years ago Hibiki was like $100.
Oh, no, it was expensive. I'm trying to figure out, when did it jump? Like, when did it jump? Was it pre-COVID? Where it was 60,
it started,
and then it
really
jumped to 100,
and then it was like $100, and then a couple years ago it was like, oh my god, over $100. You can now get Hibiki Harmony, even at Costco. You're getting at Costco $75 a bottle.
Nice.
Right? So this is really
it's good to hear that there's, well, I mean, it's not good to hear, but the whole industry is in a downturn. But for us to take advantage of it is great. So that's the price where it should be.
Yeah.
Like I even think
I
that's a
agree.
wee high.
67 to
Yeah,
70.
like yeah. Anyway, what else is on there?
We just did this a couple weeks ago.
Ooh,
Nika from the barrel.
I like that one.
That was a
That was
really
a
delicious
that was a
one.
really good one.
$58.
People knocked the screw cap, but I don't care. It's a good bottle.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yep.
The Nika Taketsura. Pure
Yeah, that's
malt,
another good one.
right? Blended single malts
I thought
from
that was
Yoichi,
discontinued.
not discontinued. And you can get that as low as
Confirm.
$60.
Wow.
If you can't find that, you can get the coffee grain. I know you don't like the coffee,
I don't.
but you're able to pick that up for as low as $62 from your local grocery store. That's pretty fantastic. Even as low as $50 in some places. The Fuji single grain for 66. The Yoichi NAS for as low as $75. And so these are really great opportunities. The point being, the Japanese whiskey market, very high crafted. Just remember, it's more along the lines of Scotch. These are typically single grain whiskeys, and they're artfully crafted. They're really, really good. Typically, you usually have to pay over $100.
Yeah.
The prices have come way, way down. That was the point of that article. I would just tell you, check it out if you want to read more about it at thewhiskeywash.com, or just go explore your local big box store and pick up a couple. Now is a good time to do
I've
that.
seen a ton of Japanese whiskey on the shelf. Go out there and try it. Again, if it's affordable. I know that during kind of like peak bourbon craze, some unknown random Japanese bottles I saw on the shelf for like $200, no age statement. I'm just like,
Yeah.
all these unknown rando brands. I'm like Sumo, whatever. I'm
There was
like,
weird stuff coming out, and yeah, they were coming out at price points that were ridiculous.
yeah, you'd see like an entire shelf of random Japanese whiskeys that I have heard nothing about. And I don't want to rattle off names that come to mind in case,
because they're big fans of the show.
because
of
obviously
course.
they're watching the show. But there you have it. So Dancing Panda,
Good pickup.
great for cocktails. I'm looking forward to breaking that out over the holiday time.
Oh, I was going
if
to
it
make this
lasts.
suggestion.
Yeah, what's that?
I think a fun show for next week.
Yep.
Something simple.
Okay.
Whiskey sour.
Oh, okay.
We pick 3 bourbons
Okay.
or whiskeys that we think would be excellent to make cocktails with. We blind them with whiskey sours.
That's a great idea. We have Bourbon Dog over here.
Chat about it. Bourbon Dog can help us pick.
What do you think, Bourbon Dog? Huh? Come on. Oh no, she's on it. Oh, you can kind of see her tail wagging there on the camera.
Do we have barrel updates?
Barrel update. I had some of the barrel this afternoon, and it's moving along. That's why I don't want to give too much away.
That's all we need to know.
That's all I need to know. It's moving along. There we go. There's Cora. Everybody gets a little Cora there on the camera.
She got camera shy when you said.
Oh, now she's laying back down right in the middle of the chairs here. Don't move. Well, that's the show. That's all I got for you.
Good show.
That's all we got for you.
All right. Well, then I think that's it.
Sign off. Looking at the chat, see if there's anything else. That's all we got, Barrel Buddies. So for the Barrel Buddies, I am Jimmy.
And I'm BJ. We'll see you next week.
Adios. Bye-bye.